Recipe for Success is an organization that started as a way to change the way our children eat, and in doing so, create healthy habits for life. I first got interested and actually pretty angry at the way kids are marketed to with junk food, and got involved in this whole process of getting vending machines out of the schools. I did a lot of research, what's working in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, and isolated things. I thought, let's bring them all together. I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, but I just did it. It started out just me. And I made a few phone calls. Monica Pope was one of the first ones, Robert Del Grande. I said, you know, if I come up with something that teaches kids how to cook, will you help me? And every chef I talked to said yes. Now, I'm happy to say that 45 of them so far have said yes, and they're helping us teach kids how to cook.
So taste for balance, because we're going to add yogurt, which is going to be tart.
It's really fun, because I feel that it's teaching me some cooking skills, and we get edible food and we eat stuff.
Seed to plate curriculum is what we call it. The child will plant the carrot, grow the carrot, harvest the carrot, cook the carrot, eat the carrot. But we make it fun through experiential learning. We have them in the gardens.
Ultimately, we do everything with the children. They upkeep the garden, they plant the seeds, they weed, they water, they help with the composting pile. So we practice organic techniques here, and the children are just responsible for their own bed.
We have them in the kitchen.
Well, you wash your hands.
We introduce them to professional chefs that really bring food alive to them.
Chef Monica is going to teach us how to make the next course dish.
Every single day in our classrooms we have volunteers from all over the city. We have fabulous companies who have adopted us. PricewaterhouseCoopers showed up last summer with 60 of their accountants, and we built a quarter-acre garden at McGregor. And this last fall, U.S. Food Services showed up with several hundred people, and we built a half-acre garden.
This bed is 4 feet by 10 feet.
Yeah, one thing that really impressed us about this foundation was not only the children learning how to grow their own food and prepare their own food, it became great leadership development, because as the children go through the program, they start learning how to plan events, prepare meals and recipes and menus, and we were looking for a way to give back to the community. Part of what the U.S. Food Service does is become your partner beyond the plate.
Now we have hundreds of volunteers. When I can walk into a classroom and I actually don't know anybody in there, that's a huge change from the beginning. And we have added staff.
When I was hired in June of 2007, I was actually the first full-time employee. There were probably, I think, 4 to 6 half-time, part-time employees. And now we're up to 8 full-time employees and a couple of part-time employees.
So we went from me, a girl with a great idea, I thought, and going around the city selling it to as many people, bending people's ears, and now hundreds and hundreds of people involved in Recipe for Success. We're not in our pilot anymore. We're getting ready to grow into other schools. We've got other cities who are interested in implementing the program in Dallas, in Kingsville, in San Antonio, in New York. We're actually one of the very largest programs in the entire country. We are working on our first cookbook that's going to be out in the spring, and we're in pre-production on a television show. And with each one of these steps, we reach more and more children. It's exponential, and the effect is mind-boggling.